Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Judge Dredd in the worlds of 2000 AD. I'm Judge Wolf. I'll be GMing today. Today I have Severian as Judge Null. I have Xavier as Judge Helix, and welcome back Hermes as Judge Luna. Unfortunately, we don't have Judge Seal here today, but we'll get the... I know, it's sad. Just to remind the audience of what's been happening in our Judge Dredd series is... sad. Is our judges have been working on an investigation that led originally from a company called Flavulike, where a new flavor was under development and was actually stolen. The idea here is that there could possibly be mob connections to this substance. When going to a different sector and interacting with the Flavulike chemists and their chemical department, it was found that there was some records missing, and there was a little bit of issues inside of the computer system. While en route to investigate some of this other stuff, there's also been attacks on our judges. And one of our perpetrators actually escaped. And I just had somebody ask, yes, unfortunately no helmet right now. I had a lot of issues with the audio, and until I get my desktop set up, I won't have the helmet on, so I'm hoping next time we'll be back into the judge helmet along with the body armor that I finished up today. So I'm sorry. I know. It's not even worth it, right? It's not even worth it. I'm sorry. I'll try to figure something out maybe. So that's where we were. Our judges had found out that... Oh, hey, Mark. Good to see you. I figured that was you. Glad you could make it in. Mark is from Ian Gaming, or Ian Publishing, by the way. So good to see you again. I know it's pretty late over in the UK. So our judges were en route to Broiler Munce. Originally, I said lost 2 viewers, right, because of the lack of helmet. It's sad. They were on their way to investigate the competitor, which is called Broiler Munce, specialized in teriyaki flavoring. So at about this time, while the judges are en route, they would receive a call. Judge Steele would be asked to go ahead and answer a call to the sector house of Sector 8, which is the location that they're at. And at about this time, Judge Luna would show back up, having been patched up by the medics. So welcome back. You guys are all riding to the Broiler Munce, unless you want to head off in another direction. This could be a time that you can update your fellow judge on what he missed.
Welcome back, Judge Luna.
Good to be back. Took a little bit of a hit.
Yeah, sorry about you taking that hit for me.
No, sorry, it's necessary.
We've investigated the Flavulike testing facility and found that all the testing data and the shipment data to their warehouse is missing. There was some breach in their firewall. They suspect that it could be their competitors, Broiler Munce, that performed this attack.
Yeah, their IT guy wasn't even able to recover. Their IT robot, I should say, wasn't able to recover the data, and we had a tech judge come in, and he wasn't able to recover the data either.
How were they able to link the firewall breach?
We don't have a solid link between the two. It's just we're following up on the lead. They could be sending us off on a red herring.
Yeah, they were saying that was just their biggest competition, and they were kind of jealous of the new flavor they were coming out with, is what we gathered. Like corporate espionage.
Sound lead. What's next?
I think that's where we're going to head right now. I think Judge Steele got called off on another call. He had to go back and finish some paperwork, I think. You know how he is with his paperwork.
He's always late.
The judge that assisted us in investigating the research facility, the testing facility, she claims that the area around Broiler Munce is not well patrolled.
Are they usually well patrolled?
We kind of picked up on some possible collusion between the judges here with Flavie Lake.
The shipment that was headed to the warehouse also was supposed to be taken into the warehouse instead of being dropped where, you know, the packing slip or receipt for delivery said that it was delivered when in actuality it wasn't delivered.
We don't have
they said anyway.
Right. We don't have any solid evidence that the judges we worked with were corrupt in any way. It's just something we need to keep an eye on based on some of the conversations that were had.
They definitely seem pretty tight with the New Munce place or the Flavie Lake place because, you know, whenever we would insinuate, not necessarily insinuate, whenever we seemed to want to investigate a little bit further, you know, the judges were kind of, you know, defensive of their territory. But I guess that comes with the job.
Are there any judges associated with this broiler?
We haven't checked into that yet.
Okay.
So are you going to continue on to Broiler Munce, or is there anything else you want to do before that?
Should we check with Judge, oh man, I can't remember his name. Judge Rodriguez or whatever his name is.
Sanchez, your boss?
Sanchez, yeah.
Sanchez. Should we check with Judge Sanchez to see if there's a judge assigned to this Broiler Munce place?
Yeah, we could do that.
I think it's a good start.
Hey, Judge Sanchez, this is Judge Helix. Come in, please.
This is Judge Sanchez. Go ahead, Helix.
Yeah, we just left Flavie Lake and we got a lead for Broiler Munce. Is there a judge assigned to patrolling that area?
Not from our sector. Remember, we're in Sector 20 down here. You're in Sector 8. You're going to need to call ahead to their station to find out if there's any judges in patrol in that area.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. You have yourself a good night then.
Roger.
So we got to find out, is Broiler Munce in the same sector as New Munce?
Yeah, so they have a corporate headquarters that's there in the same sector, Sector 8.
So it's not out of our jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no such thing really as jurisdiction in this, right? You are judges of Mega City 1. But it's kind of like a turf kind of thing, right? Sector 8 belongs to Sector 8 judges, and they get a little kind of antsy if you're in there meddling around. But you are a mega city judge. It has you could go down to, you know, Sector 300, and you'd still have the exact same jurisdiction as you have here.
Okay.
Well, judges, I'm ready to head to the Broiler Munce facility.
I agree. I think we should head there while the data is still fresh in our minds.
Fresh data. Let's go.
So I'm going to go ahead and change the map here in a second. But before I do that, now that we kind of have a couple of viewers, I wanted to make a mention. There's a group called Absolute Tabletop that is having a virtual con over the weekend. I'm going to post up their Facebook page as well as a link to the Discord for mini terrain. Sorry, I just lost this. Where is it? There, mini terrain domain. This is where I'm kind of just messing around, getting around, finding folks, and these guys are pretty awesome. And so we're going to here at Tabletop Anthologies be sharing their streams over the weekend. I'm going to try to sit in on a couple. There's on that Discord, there is a list of the topics. There's going to be some panels. There's going to be some games. So if you get a chance, stop in, take a look. Since we're in this whole COVID thing, you know, we kind of still need the interaction with the outside world, right? And we can't go to cons, so we do it virtually. So let's see here. Broiler. And you are going there. Right there. And let's move on over. Okay, so you approach Broiler Munce. You are, again, on your Lawmasters. I think I got you here. Yep, up in the upper right-hand corner. You did not call ahead to Sector 8, so you're unaware of what type of patrols happen in this area. So as you approach the front gate, there's a droid guard who has the arm down. So that would put you guys right here. Okay, and the droid kind of steps out, and let me get to my voices.
Good evening, judges. What can I do for you?
We're here to speak to some of the corporate management here at Broiler Munce.
You will forgive me, but I am confused. There are already judges here on premises.
Great, we're here to join them.
Okay, I will let you through. Please let me scan your badge to ensure that I have a record of you coming in.
Of course. I'll hold up my badge.
So he kind of scans you in.
Thank you, judges. Be safe. And allows you to go through. So you can move yourself around as you wish. The front door is down here.
Your voice is still droid.
Is it? Sorry.
Yeah, let me know. The keyboard, the droid's name is not Bender, unfortunately, because he would have been a lot more sarcastic. Yeah, but if that ever happens, let me know. Thank you. The front gate is down here, or the front door, I guess would be, you would call it, be down there.
So, should we move turn base or just put us down there?
Dude, sorry, I didn't no, it's not turn based. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I'll just move you guys down there, and then I'm gonna throw your character key, sheets on there. So Judge Luna. Okay, so Luna, see if you can move your guy. Okay, good. Sets and Judge Helix. Okay. And Judge Null. There you go. Okay, you should be able to move now. So as you approach into the parking lot, you kind of see that there is not a whole lot of cars. It's pretty late now. You arrived at Flavy Lake late afternoon after you did all your investigation. It was starting to get pretty late. So most of the cars are gone. There are a few that are left. And as you approach, you see a car right here with a light bar on top and 3 judges standing out in front of the front doors.
Okay, I'll approach. Do they say anything to me as I walk up there?
So as you approach, you see that there's one female and 2 males. One of the males, Judge Rinaldi, and the female are both kind of slight. They don't look very well fed. They look a little bit like kind of on the weaker side. And then there's Judge Geller, who's near the door, and he looks like a big, beefy guy. Judge Rinaldi is holding a shotgun, or what they call a stub gun in this universe, in his hands. Judge Williams is standing by with a pistol in her hands, and Judge Geller has a baton sitting on his shoulder. So as you approach, they just kind of look at you. They don't shoot you or anything, and they don't do anything besides that. I mean, they just kind of look at you as you approach on your Lawmasters.
Sean, my character disappeared off the board. Can you snag him for me?
No.
All right, fine.
You're that's it. Bye, Luna. You fell off the edge of the world.
As I'm walking up to them, I'm going to slide my helmet off, clip it to my belt, and use empathy. Is there anything like strong emotions I'm getting from any of them?
Fear.
Fear. Okay. Good evening, judges. I'm Judge Luna, or not Judge Luna.
You're Judge Luna.
I'm Judge Null, and this is Judges Luna and Helix. We're here on an investigation, but it looks like you've got a situation here.
Yes. So we just arrived, and we have it under control.
What do you have under control?
Well, there was a shooting, yeah, and the perpetrator got away. We're just tying everything up.
Are they carrying? Do they have lawgivers in their holsters?
Well, the Rinaldi has a stub gun, a shotgun. The Judge Williams has a pistol in her hands. If you're wanting to take a deeper look like that, how far away are you?
I'm pretty much where I'm at. I'm just seeing if they look like they could be impersonating judges by wearing the uniforms, but actually not the gear of a judge. You know,
do an intuition check.
All right, I'm going to do intuition with my. I'll use perception with my intuition if I can.
Absolutely. Something's not right. The guns everything looks pretty okay. It looks like the guns are real, right? At least from where you are. The uniforms look right. The thing that kind of is weird is the car. Judges usually don't roll around in cars. If they're going to roll around in a wheeled vehicle like that or anything that's larger, it's probably going to end up being a Manta Prowler tank or an H-Wagon, which flies, right? Or, some type of much larger, more, I'm not going to say manly, but machismo vehicle would actually be a good way to stick with the comics with it. There's no lawmasters that you see. Hades says they probably just didn't put in the proper requisition forms for it, so...
Helix, you noticed it. I'm waiting for you to speak up.
Yeah, well, you don't have your comms on, but something's funny about these guys.
I do.
Okay, I'm going to at least communicate.
I think we're standing next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Something's not right. These judges have no lawmasters. They're riding around in what looks to be an early 20th century cruiser with a light bar, like a security guard. And these guys are pretty nervous.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Their voices are stuttering. Unlike a typical judge, they just don't sound confident in what they are saying, which leads me to question.
Hey, did you not hear her?
This is Geller talking, the big guy. He points the stick at you.
We got this under control. Where are y'all from?
Where are your lawmasters?
They're in the repair shop right now. We had to use one of these older vehicles because our lawmasters broke down. We get in a lot of problems around here.
I'm gonna pull up my birdie and use it.
What are you doing?
Can I go ahead and roll for that?
No, just wait. I'll tell you when to roll.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep using my birdie. Seeing if he's lying.
Well, he's looking at you, right? And he says,
"What are you doing?"
So your lawmasters are in the shop?
But that's what I just said, right?
Why weren't you issued an H-Wagon?
And a what?
Why weren't you issued something else?
If you're talking about the things that fly, I don't have a pilot's license.
So you won't mind us calling Sector 8 headquarters and see if they have any judges on patrol in this area, would you?
Go right ahead.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm moseying over towards the car and looking about, looking at the car, just seeing what I see in it through the windows.
The car,
watching the people
move over there
as I get close to it.
Is that okay? The moseying on. Don't. Dion says don't shoot it with a incendiary round just yet. Okay. The car is it's old. It looks like it's probably from around the time when judges first started coming into being, when there was still regular law enforcement on the streets, and both the judges and the regular law enforcement were working side by side. So if you look inside, everything kind of looks all tattered up. It's definitely old. There's old wrappers, and it almost looks like somebody might be living in them. As Hades says, the car looks like it's been involved in a yeet or two.
Thinking back on my my education through the years, were there ever any instances, or at least in our training too, where judges were ever issued this vehicle in replace of?
Do a law check. Or, I'm sorry, I don't give you skills. I give you attributes. Do an intuition check. You're not too familiar. You don't really recall ever seeing them, but that doesn't mean that whenever a unit is down on its luck, that it's not getting the proper, funding or whatever it needs, that, you don't adapt and overcome.
Does this car have an identification plate on the rear?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to call Sector 8. Sector 8, this is Judge Helix. Come in.
Sector 8 dispatch.
Yeah, this is Judge Helix. I'd like you to run a plate, if you could, on a vehicle that looks like a early 20 or late 20th century police or law vehicle.
Roger, send it.
And then I assume you send it.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to him.
Pulling up information on that plate. Stand by. So
you're not going through.
That's weird, huh? Just all of a sudden your comms just start acting up.
Great.
Hey, what the hell?
It's affecting his comms too, apparently.
I did it for real. I don't know what the heck happened there. That was weird. That was really weird. Sorry. Let me...
So while Helix is doing that, I'm going to ask these judges, what did you say your names are?
Sorry, it's all screwed up. That was really strange. Yeah, the video feed is all kinds of wonky. I don't know what happened there. That's really weird. 1 second.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Get the there's no reason to be upset picture ready.
Yeah, do that one. That's a good one.
There we go. It should be okay now. Yeah. All right. So you were saying sorry about that, Judge Nall. Go ahead.
Judges, what are your names?
So Geller, right, the big guy, kind of steps forward.
I'm Judge Geller. Okay? Is that good enough? Have we answered all of your questions?
Go ahead and roll.
What's the situation?
Didn't she already tell you what the situation was?
I didn't hear.
What's that thing you're holding?
You don't know what this is?
It's been a while since I was in the academy.
When did you attend the academy?
About 8 years ago.
This is standard issue for every judge.
Not here. It is. Isn't?
Sector 8 falling on hard times.
You're wasting our time, and I would appreciate it if you left.
What do you need assistance with?
We don't need assistance with anything. This is our sector, so please leave.
We're here under an investigation, so we need inside of the building to continue that.
Did you call Sector 8 like you said you would and get permission? You can't come in here without permission.
We already called Sector 8 and informed them of our investigation here in this sector.
Well, then they should have told you that we have this already.
They did.
Then please leave. I don't understand. We have the situation under control. Thank you very much.
That's fine. You can handle your situation. We've got our separate one that we're working into. So don't get in the way of ours.
If you'll please step aside, we're going to enter the building now.
I don't think you understand.
Geller points the stick at you, and Rinaldi kind of starts to move the shotgun towards you. And Geller's like,
I don't think you heard her right. This is our territory. We don't care about your investigation. Now leave.
You don't care about the law?
I don't care about your idea of the law. Now get out of here. This is your last warning.
I'm, if you're not paying attention, slowly creeping, and I'm just going to try and walk past Judge Geller.
Okay.
Stop. Roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here. I need my...
God.
Oh, well, I guess I can already see who's going to go last.
Where did it go? How can I find it? Man, you're off 1 week and you lose track of everything.
It's initiative plus tactics or any other initiative staff. Or intuition, excuse me.
Oh, intuition?
Yeah. Plus any tactics or other initiative stats.
My roll sheet just got real screwy.
What's wrong with that?
Okay, it's back to normal now. Okay, intuition plus...
If you have tactics, that would be one. I think that's pretty much the only one, unless you have special.
I got.
Exploits.
I got exploit. Let me look here. Lightning reflexes.
Okay.
Want me to click it and bring it up?
Yeah, please.
Click it.
Did that bring it up at all?
Oh, that's a defense thing, not an initiative.
Yeah, it's a defense, not an initiative.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I know you're sorry. I apologize.
Oh, sorry. Trouble sense.
Yeah, so when you roll your intuition, just add 1 dice to it. Yep. It'll bring up that little window.
Let's see here. Luna, 13.
That ain't right.
No, it's not.
That's not right either, but I add the other 1 to it, I guess.
So 10.
10. There you go. It's okay. I can math. All right. So, Luna, give me an intuition check to determine whether or not you can see this blow coming at you.
An intuition check?
Yes. So that is the attribute.
Right.
Get it. All right, you're going to get to act first. Judge Geller turns towards Luna and pulls back that club and gets ready to swing. So we'll go into initiative order as it's listed on the sheet.
This is definitely unbecoming of a street judge attacking another judge.
Yeah,
Sure is.
Sure is.
I'm going to move and see if I can be quick enough to jump behind Judge William and see if Geller continues through with his swing.
Okay. Go ahead and...
Basically, just dodging and moving.
Okay. Go ahead and do the move. I will be doing a roll for Geller once it's his turn. Okay, is that the end of your round then?
Yeah.
Okay. Judge Williams kind of like does one of these and looks as you come behind her. She takes... Where is she? Get out of the way, Luna. Takes 2 steps, levels out the pistol at Helix, and fires a shot. Let's see here. Where is she? This is Judge Williams. Character sheet. Combat equipment. Pistol. What is your range defense, Helix?
18.
18. So the shot goes wide and it misses you. Judge Rinaldi, with his shotgun, looks at Judge Null, and he takes...
No.
Somebody without the damn helmet on.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Moves up, levels the shotgun, and takes a shot. What is your range defense?
11.
Oh, you're really good. Oh, he missed, though. Wow, that probably would have basically almost killed you, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he runs up and tries to shoot. The shotgun blast goes wide. The round that Judge Williams shot at Helix kind of hits the ground near that. There's kind of like a berm right here, like a concrete berm, in order to slow traffic down. Helix, what are you doing?
I'm going to take a shot at Judge Rinaldi. Seems like the more threatening target.
What are you using? I don't remember.
Use my rifle if I can get it out.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to pull that off of your Lawmaster, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remove your... So that's going to be an action. Wait. No. In this system... Yay, that's right. I love this system because you don't have to worry about guns and, like, drawing them. All right, so you pull out your law rod. What are you doing with it?
I'm leveling it at Rinaldi and aiming down the scope.
Okay.
And I'm going to hopefully make a good shot.
Okay.
I got aim. Let me see here. I got perfect aim.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. So add that as your... Make sure that you've removed any luck dice, that luck dice system that has...
Yeah.
Remember, okay. And then add those 2 as positional dice because you are not at 90 degrees, so you do not get the crossfire.
Okay.
Crossfire.
Okay, I'm just trying to find it here. So, let's see.
Go to the law master or the law rod. If it should be a weapon in there, right? In your sheet, there you go. And this is Rinaldi. Rinaldi has a defense, I think, pretty high. You missed.
Okay.
Dang, Helix, you missed.
I don't know if I did that right, but
I don't know if you. No, you didn't.
I used my rifles plus my agility plus I put up in the luck pool. You did 2, right?
No, you shouldn't add that to the luck pool. That is positional dice.
Oh, I'm. Where's the positional dice added?
Okay. When you click on rifles, it'll say modifiers in this case, since you're not actually using the law rod weapon. And then you put the 2 into there. Got it? Oh, I guess we're re-rolling, huh?
Oh no!
I missed. You still missed. Judge Naw. So wait. Sorry, Judge Naw. 1 sec. Tell me about your shot, Helix. Let's get some good descriptions here. What's going on?
Well, I squeezed the trigger, and as Judge Rinaldi was making a move towards Null, my shot went wide and hit that white car behind him.
So there's a kerthunk as it hits it, right? And it's just, thankfully, it wasn't armor piercing. You didn't light anything on fire, right? It wasn't high X there. Mark, thank God. Judge Null, sorry, your go.
That shotgun or the stump gun blast goes off near me but misses, so I draw my lawgiver and use the stun on him.
Okay.
We still have those stun guns, right? The stun weapons?
But if you roll 111, because it's the Mark 1B, if you roll 111s, you're going to have a bad day. Hold on 1 sec. I'm unable to read data from the server. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Where are you seeing that?
Woo! Sorry. I had to reload roll 20. Sorry about that. You should be able to do your roll now.
Critical hit.
Wow. Good job, buddy. That's a nice, good critical. So he immediately just drops to the ground. You don't even need to worry about doing the... Sorry.
And then for my other action, I slide my helmet back on.
Okay.
Oh, smooth.
One hand stun, the other one's just sliding the helmet on.
Just like, zoop.
It's like he does this every damn day.
And it's time to put this back on. Sorry, I love OBS and I love Roll20 and all this, but man, if something goes bad, it like messes everything up. There we go. All right, that should do it. Sorry, let me get the music rolling again. And away we go. So yeah, he absolutely drops down immediately. You're able to get your helmet on. Thankfully, this isn't a taser where you just got to stand there, but he could honestly... it's not like he's not going to come back from this if you take too long. So Judge Geller now... he's going to be at a disadvantage because of the move that Luna did, but he's not going to be able to strike Williams because she moved. So he turns towards Luna and tries to continue his blow as Rinaldi kind of shudders with the stun shot and drops to the ground, the shotgun clattering as it goes. Let's see, where's Geller at? So we'll give him a -1 for the movement that Luna did. What is your melee defense, Luna?
like you've got two songs going at once there, Shona.
Do I?
My melee is 14.
Oh, yeah.
And
there it goes.
I have dodged this, so I'm +2 at my range defense.
That it's not
Which
range
should be
defense.
added.
It's a melee. Yeah. It's
because he's melee. Never mind.
Yeah. So he swings at you, and it swings wide. You kind of move out of the way, and the baton just whistles by. It's very obvious that this is a big, strong man that you do not want to get hit by. So, Judge Luna, you're back up.
I'm kind of using my momentum that I did when I kind of went around him, and I start moving. I see him swing, and obviously I get ahead of that swing, and he misses. I could feel the whoosh go by. It's almost like a draft. It was a really nice, cool summer breeze. But I used that momentum and, of course, the wind from his swing to start barreling towards Williams. And I want to basically, as I run, I want to run by and grab her arm that's holding that pistol and strip the pistol from her hand.
Okay, so that's going to be a called shot, depending on what you want to do. So if you're trying to disarm her, that's going to be a called shot melee with a disarming opponent. So that means you're going to have to pay 2d6 on your attack, and you're going to do a called shot versus her vital defense.
Okay.
So that means if you go to your combat and you go to unarmed down at the bottom for the position or the positional dice, you're going to put -2. And then
positional? Are you? I showed skill D6 damage points, damage, and range.
No. Just click the blue button and it'll come up as positional.
Oh, okay.
That's where you put the -2.
I want to use one of my luck die.
Okay, so add that onto that front page before you do the roll, and make sure that you bump down your luck dice by 1, and you make sure you take that off after. All
right, bumped one of my luck dice and down to -1 positional effect, correct?
-2. It's a called shot. -2. You missed.
So I'm running, and for whatever reason, she just happened to move like a foot or 2 feet, and I go, ooh! And I barrel past thinking I was super clever, and now I feel kind of, in fact, as I start moving away, I sort of get a little flushed with embarrassment.
Go ahead and put yourself where you are.
Son of a bitch!
So she obviously looks very shocked that you were about to grab the pistol. And so she turns around from aiming at Helix and turns around towards you, Luna, and takes a shot. Using her, she doesn't use aim because you are point blank. So she's just gonna take a shot. What is your range defense?
Range is 16.
And so that shot goes and hits that white car. Whoever is in that or has that white car is having a bad day, right? These folks are just inside at work, and all of a sudden there's bullets just hitting their cars. It's so sad. But yeah, that shot ends up going wide, right? Hits the car. Thankfully, it doesn't explode. And so now we move to Frank, who's on the ground, stunned out, and we go back to Helix.
All right, I'm going to chamber another round and aim at Williams. And I'm going to try to hit her center of mass.
Okay, and so your aim, you would get your +2 d6. So remember, when you do the roll, that's that little extra. So add that into there. And let's see here. Not yet. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll. Okay, that hits. So go ahead and roll the law rod damage.
Let me find it here. Sorry.
Law rod damage is 2d6 plus 3. By the way, Mark, if you're still around, thanks for the GM screen stuff. That has already saved me a couple of times. Okay, so her soak is 4. So that will take her down. So that drops her. So she drops to the ground. She is kind of clutching her chest, and she slowly sinks down. Kind of screams a little bit, and then falls to the ground dead. Judge Null.
I'm gonna slip some handcuffs on this guy in front of me.
Oh, okay. Okay, that'll be one action.
Okay.
You still got your other one?
For my other one, I'm just gonna aim at the guy still standing and say, "On your knees."
Okay, just as a reminder, that if you're trying to intimidate, we can handle that. But that aim and shooting has to happen in the same round.
Yeah,
if you are going to take a shot. All right, gotcha. Go ahead and roll a charisma test. Let's make it interesting.
Can I add intimidate to that?
You absolutely may. Fuck you, Judge. You drop your weapon.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. So Judge Geller, seeing Judge Luna and the Judge Williams goes down, looks at the judge and he bellows out loud, and it sounds like some girl's name, but it's so garbled just from rage that it's impossible to tell what he says. He charges Luna, and he does he takes another swing. I guess he should have judged. Wait, no, you know what? Let's make this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Charges Helix. And I'm going to use an exploit, which is charge. The brute moves its speed and makes an attack with one action.
Brute.
Brute. I have a video coming out either this week or next week that talks about the Judge Dredd in the world of 2000 AD, how they handle NPCs who aren't just named NPCs. There's actually a pretty cool system in here. Anyways, so that's only one action. So he's going to swing at you. What's your melee defense there?
14.
Ulysses?
14.
Where's my Geller at? There he is. And baton. 14. He misses, and then so he's bellowing as he runs up, seeing that you shot whoever that female is, yelling. Ah! He swings at you. He misses. He pulls back, and he swings again.
Damn, he's a berserker.
Geller and baton. That one hits. Not a critical though. So what is your... So that would be... All the judges have 5, so that's... You take 6 points of damage. Judge Luna.
Yes, boss.
You're up.
So, quick question out of character. Is the shotgun available to be picked up?
Yes.
Okay. So I move over to where Rinaldi is, and I pick up the shotgun.
That's one action.
And I use the voice of the law when I speak to Judge Geller, and a bit of my side judge voice comes out, even though I can't do it. It sounds a little electric. In my mind, it does. And I say, drop your weapon. Both 2 judges are down. You will be the 3rd. Your life can be spared. Drop it.
Do we take any... I don't remember. We were max health before this, right? I don't remember us.
And that is a mental, or excuse me,
yeah, I'm looking at it. I was trying to get a hold of it right there. You switched me up with it. Action cannot be direct. You might order per freeze drop weapon. A failure attempt cannot be affected. Okay, so go ahead and do a charisma check, and you may use you determine your skills. Yeah, you were at 19 to start with, Helix. You just took 6.
Yeah, my sheet said 13. I just couldn't remember what the max out.
Go by your the character little symbol thing.
What do I want to use?
I don't know. You tell me. That was you, by the way, Helix.
I believe it. Right upside the noggin.
Okay, so we'll do. What's his mental defense? I don't think it's that.
This
high.
is why we wear helmets.
It's true. It's why you wear helmets. That's exactly right. Mental defense. So Geller kind of has his baton back. He's getting ready to freaking take out Helix once again. And as you yell at him, he turns and he looks. And he kind of just stays there like this. He's shaking. He's like, "You killed Kitty!"
Kenny?
Kitty. Like Kitty.
Oh,
Meow.
okay. I thought you said Kenny.
No, you killed Kenny. No. I hate that show. No. I hate that show with a passion. So he's just holding back, and he looks like he's very confused. He doesn't know whether to keep going or not. And it's kind of at this point that we're going to drop out of combat, and we can kind of go back to handling things in character.
I would immediately rush over to, if no one else is helping her, the one that got shot, to try and see if she's still able to be stabilized.
I would immediately go over to Judge Geller and start cuffing both his hands and his legs, and I would immediately look at Null and be like, "Stop messing with her first. We got to handle this brute and put him down, and then we can look at her."
There's someone dying here.
And we're going to have a third that dies if this one doesn't get cuffed.
I'm sure you two can handle him.
All right.
I got a set of cuffs.
Come on over, Helix.
I'm here. I got a dented helmet
with me.
So he has his baton back, and the minute that you grab his arm, he's resisting, but it's kind of like you feel like he could probably throw you with his arm, you just holding on to it, but he's not resisting enough that you can't slowly pull his arm back behind his back and shake the baton out of his hand. He's kind of stunned. He's in shock. He's not resisting, but he is. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Null, go ahead and do it's not intuition. It is the other logic. Do a logic check for me to see.
Okay,
if you
I had that med kit with me too. Will that add 1 die? Yeah,
that will add 1 die. And by the way, I was watching, so go ahead and do your roll. As we're cycling through the videos and we're trying to get them up onto YouTube, I actually talked to Russ about this. The bonus, you killed her.
Oh, God. No.
3 ones.
It's all my fault.
Good job. Good
Put the
job.
tourniquet around her neck.
This is where this goes, right? Let me just tighten this down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, press F to pay respects.
I did lowercase F.
Nope. Hi, Buzzwell. Come here.
The dice that are added from equipment, not like the exceptional weapons. So like the birdie, those don't count against your max dice pool. They can actually be added on. So like, for example, I saw that in the first video that we did, Sev, the birdie that you used, I didn't allow you to use that 1d6 extra because I thought that was part of your max dice pool. It's not. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you no, she's dead. You try to do CPR, you break her ribs while you're trying to do that. You're just, all you're doing is every time you squeeze down, blood squirts out, right? You're like pushing, right? And there is absolutely nothing you can do.
Does it sound just like that?
It sounds just like that.
Just like that.
I don't have a sound effect for that one, unfortunately. Yeah. Just like
judges, she's dead. You have that man handled.
We were cuffing him. He's probably gonna destroy us.
No! He starts to kind of pull away a little bit, like trying to get over there. In fact, he kind of bumps into Luna and knocks him away, and he runs up with his legs cuffed and his arms cuffed, kind of hopping his way over and falls down to the ground and just begins weeping. Am I
that much of a pushover?
I mean, considering that he probably has a strength that's double yours.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there it is, everybody.
I'm not saying like he knocks you to the ground and you go, oh no. Like it's surprising that oh no. It's just surprising that he was, started pushing you away. So you kind of lost control there for a second. Sorry, not power gaming you or anything, just saying.
I was trying to wake up Rinaldi while they're handling that guy.
Well, so you can post, kill him as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave him sit there. We should probably get Central on the line and let him know the situation, especially since it's involving judges.
We may want to assess the situation first. These three might be jumping.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh my God! What is happening out here?
Citizen, please return to the building.
What is going on? Why are you shooting each other? My car!
Please step back inside.
Oh my God, my car! What did you do to my car?
I am clearly annoyed extremely quick, and I turn and I start walking towards this female who's upset about her car. And I look at her and I said, ma'am, citizen, this is a matter for the judges at the moment. The scene is not safe. We need you to move immediately back inside.
Well, Judge, you are on Broiler Munce property, and I am the assistant manager of distribution here. What did you do to my car? The Justice Department will hear about this. Do you understand me? I refuse to wear a mask in public, and I want to speak to somebody's manager.
Listen, Karen, I need you to move back inside the building immediately, or I will move you back inside myself.
I expect to hear from either you or your supervisor after you're done with all of this.
Thank you. And get back inside the building.
Oh my God.
She pulls out a phone as she's going, right, and starts dialing.
I'm going to stand in front of the doors.
It's only a few minutes later before you see her face pressed against the glass. Right there. Like, she's just, like, looking out like... She is obviously going to talk to your manager.
Does she have one of those, like, salon haircuts that all of the salon females have?
Yes. Actually, since they're not in a pandemic in this, yeah, she has a fresh haircut.
Do these people, I mean, after this event takes place, do these people look like they may have been under the influence of some type of drug or have withdrawals from a drug, like something highly addictive that they really wanted to get in there and get more of?
Dude, sorry, Scud just sounded like a cyber Karen. Sorry, I need a second. Go ahead and do an intuition check to kind of determine that. Rinaldi still hasn't woken up. He was stunned pretty good.
Okay.
Can I use? I'm going to use perception for this intuition, if I could.
Sure. No, but while you're kind of investigating, you're looking down. You definitely notice inaccuracies. First off, the lawgiver that Kitty had is like a pistol with, if somebody 3D printed a lawmaster and wrapped it around it. Right, or a lawgiver. Okay, it was really weird. It looks like parts were glued over a regular pistol. The stump gun is definitely not Department of Justice issued. Their armor, it looks very well made, right? Like it looks like it was going to stop bullets. It just didn't enough for Kitty, unfortunately. But there's something wrong with it. It just doesn't match with your stuff perfectly. There's just inaccuracies. The judges' badges don't have names on them. They just say judge. There's the shoulder pauldrons just aren't the right size. They're just misshapen, but they look like they were, somebody put a lot of time and effort into making these things.
This Judge Williams, well, the woman over here, her weapon looks like it's been forged to make it look like a lawgiver. And their uniforms, guys, just do not seem up to spec for a judge.
I would take a look at their badges at this point and say, yeah, they're jimping for sure. What were you saying, Judge Luna?
Out of character, I'm looking at the doors. Are the doors clear?
Yes, and I was about to knock on one. Yes, you can see two people approaching.
What kind of doors are they? Are they handled doors? They have...
Yeah, they're like, it's a double door that opens up. So double glass doors.
So if I put my my stick in between the things, can I block it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. They just kind of come up and they're just looking, kind of like trying to see what's going on.
What are your names? I'm gonna say that to the guy on the ground still, the big guy.
Big guy?
Yeah.
Her name was Kitty. You killed her. Why did you kill her? Why couldn't you just leave?
She shot at us.
You should have just left.
What are you doing here? Right now you're looking at doing a lot of time for jimping.
I don't care. I don't care.
Continue. What were you doing here?
I'm not talking to you.
I'd kneel down next to him. We're just here to do our job and enforce the law. It looks like you were trying to handle some situation here. Is there something we can help you with?
You can't help me anymore. We were told to come over here. And we were told to just escort anybody off the premises. We were just supposed to act like security.
Who do you work for?
I don't work for anybody. We were just picked up. We were given this stuff and said to act like security and to, if anybody shows up, to just get rid of them.
I'd look up at Judge Helix and Judge Luna and see if they have anything to say.
I'm contemplating what I'm hearing because this doesn't make any sense to me. Because judges would not perform security duty for a facility, you know, like a common security guard.
Yeah, out of character, I said they're jimping, which is impersonating a judge.
So at about this time, you hear the sound of a lawmaster.
Okay.
Approaching.
Is it someone coming up to the front gate?
It's coming. They are already past the front gate.
Oh. Is it Judge Lane?
Mm-hmm. It sure is.
Good thing Steel ain't here.
I'll flag her down. Yeah.
Luna, you weren't here, but Steel was causing all kinds of problems with anybody that was a female last game.
Imagine that.
What the hell is going on? You have been in my sector for a couple of hours, and you've already killed somebody. What the hell is going on here?
Judge Lane, glad you're here. We were about to contact your central communications for this sector. We caught these three for jimping. They attacked us, and unfortunately, Judge Helix had to use lethal force on one of them. And this is Judge Luna up here. And I'd motion over towards Judge Luna.
Ma'am.
Judge. So you think these guys are jimping?
Well, they are definitely not judges.
She walks over and she looks down at the big one and kind of just scoffs off and walks past him and heads over to Rinaldi and looks him over and then looks down at the dead body and kind of looks her over, presses F to pay respects, and then says,
we've had a little bit of an issue with jimping lately, but nothing to this caliber. These judges have, or not, excuse me, these citizens have, this is very well made. The jimps that we've caught before around here essentially were just using as almost as tappers, right? They would stop somebody, they would demand their license, then they would demand their money in order to escape from arrest. This is incredibly unusual. Stand by. I need to contact my central unit.
and she gets on her helmet and she starts to walk away, and she looks at the car. She shakes her head and just kind of like moseys on over here while she talks on the radio.
I'm going to take a look in the car if no one else is.
The Jimp mobile?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Luna. What were you going to do? And then I'll
I'm
handle
going
your
to
song.
slowly follow behind her, stay close enough to be able to hear if it's possible, and act like I'm looking at the car, investigating the car that, you know, the bullet hit.
Can I help you?
Excuse me?
Yeah. Why are you? Am I a dog?
No, I'm looking at this car, this vehicle.
I asked you a question, Judge. Am I a dog?
You're a judge.
I'm a judge, right? Then I don't need a tail. So can you go ahead and head back over with the rest of your Sector 20 judges? You've already fucked up my sector twice now.
I don't think we fucked up anything. I guess if you had control of your sector, you wouldn't have
Judge
Jimping here, would you?
Who are you, Steel?
They do look alike.
Unfortunately, you didn't really hear too much. The chatter that you did hear was very much normal, right? Like, we need to get a meat wagon down here. I'm going to need SJS down here. Like, she seems like very perturbed by what's going on. Like, and it's
going to be a lot of paperwork.
It's like almost overly so. Like, maybe not covering anything up, but it's like she's very particular about what's going on. Luna, you're heading back to your...
Yeah, I got annoyed. And
I like how you're like, I didn't fucking do this, and then left. It's like, fuck you.
If I had hair, I would have flipped it.
This is Scud says this is the Karen sector.
I was walking by the window with Monica hiding, I would have just stared at her and walked by. But I moved back towards the car. Is that trunk? Can I open that trunk?
Yeah, sure. You and Nal, get to where you are. Or are you just hanging out over there by Rinaldi?
Oh. No, I was looking in the car here.
Okay. So in the trunk of the car, there's like clothes. There's a couple of items into there that looks like personal belongings. There's nothing major that gives anything away, especially in the trunk. There's a couple of weapons, knives, another club. There's what looked to be kind of manufacturing, kind of like tools. Like, this is probably how they made that pistol. To look like it's a lawgiver. Inside of the car, again, it almost looks like somebody might have been living in it. The car itself is barely holding on. If you try to turn on the light bar, it like kicks on for a second and then shuts off. This thing is in very poor repair. It's old. It's beat up, but it's probably enough to make normal citizens think that there's judges after them.
Moving around the clothes and other shit in the trunk, do I see anything that looks somewhat obvious, like a compartment that looks hidden?
No. There's nothing. There's no like hidden areas in this car. Both you and Null, let's do a combined roll since you're both looking. Luna, what is your logic? And Null, what is your logic?
Logic?
Yes.
Is 4.
Okay, so that gives you a total. So we're going to do a combined roll. When we do this, we take your scores and then we add them up together. And then that's going to be the dice pool that you use to roll. So a dice pool of 9 gives you 3d6. So one of you can roll using one of your skills. Who wants to roll 3d6 with...
You can roll it.
So you can blame me when it doesn't go right?
Yeah, exactly.
He already rolled his good roll for the evening.
So what skill are you going to use?
Well,
do you have a perception skill?
no, well, not really. I mean,
I can roll it, and I have perception.
I don't have perception. I
add that.
declare sentience, but I don't think that this is a situation where I would do something like that.
No.
And the closest I've got is insight, which gives me a 2.
Let's see. Insight. No, that would give you 1d6. So you would roll a total of 4d6.
You rolling it?
Sure.
Well, roll it then.
So I have to change the...
Nope, just hit /roll 4d6 in the chat.
I should probably call Sanchez and let him know what's going on.
So you end up finding food wrappers that have a name of a place on them. And what you're able to do is trace it back using your Lawmaster. You're able to trace it back to a block that's in Sector 8. So you can basically find where at least one of these individuals lives.
Lives?
Yeah, lives.
Is it like a number on a wrapper, like meet me at 5 o'clock?
No, it's more like you see it's like a specialty Munce place or a specialty protein place that it's not a chain. And so what you're able to do is you're able to take that name and attach it to a block, a specific block. Not a house or anything, but a block for sure.
I'm sniffing the wrapper. Does it smell anything like that new Munce?
No, it doesn't. It smells like butt.
Flavy like.
It smells like when Dion farts.
So,
just raw protein.
Is Judge Lane still talking to Central?
No, she's approaching now. And she kind of looks at you all as you're milling around. Before I handle her though, Helix, you wanted to do something. What did you want to do? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to walk over this way and call Judge Sanchez and keep him apprised of the situation we just had.
Hit me up.
Judge Sanchez, this is Judge Helix. Come in.
This is Sanchez. Go ahead.
We're at the Broiler Munce factory, and we had a situation go down. As we were rolling up, we had 3 what we assumed were judges draw down on us once Judge Luna approached the door, and one fired a shotgun or a scatter gun of some type at Judge Null, and unfortunately one of the suspects is down and out. Sector 8 has a Judge Lane here reporting to them. I'll report to you with any more information other than that. That's all. I just wanted to check in.
Roger. I'm going to reach out to Sector 8. I know a guy over there. I've had some pretty good interactions with him. You guys need to be careful out there, okay? If I doubt that there's anything to do negatively with judges because of how, much we believe in the law, but you never know. So just be careful.
The Null and Lane said these guys could be something called Jimpers.
Roger, you should have known about that from Academy. Jimps, yeah.
Well, you know what they are.
Judge impersonators, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to report in, and I'll get back with you if anything changes.
All right, keep me posted. You guys are away from headquarters, okay? So be careful. And try not to step on any toes over there. I'm sure that that's going to be difficult given how new you all are, but let's not burn any bridges.
We'll do this. Helix out.
So Lane comes up and says,
you four, because your other judge is actually at our sector house taking care of a little bit of work. You guys are a thorn in my side. Understand this. Conduct your investigation for your stuff. And then that's it. Okay? After that, you need to move on back to your sector. Do you understand me?
Understood, Judge Lane. However, we will not hesitate to enforce the law if we need to.
I understand that, and that is fine. I understand what happened here. But you are causing issues inside of my sector. Imagine if I came down to your sector and started popping people. Okay? No matter what reason it is, we need to preserve the life of every citizen so that they can serve their punishment and give back to the community. That judge, he's not a judge, excuse me, that Jimp over there laying on the ground and the one that you have handcuffed, I'm taking underneath my jurisdiction and they're going to our ISO cubes. You may continue your investigation here, but if anything further happens, I will be contacting our higher-ups to have a conversation in between the two sectors, okay?
Judge Lane, are you planning on interrogating this Jimper?
Yes, we will investigate, we will interrogate, and I will forward you all the records of the interrogation.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Judge Lane. We have the same views on the preservation of life.
Are you sure? Because I don't know if she was dead when
Judge Lane, are you done yet? We have Karen.
I was trying to preserve my fellow judges' lives.
Judge Dahl. Yeah, we totally care about people, as I said. Hey, thanks for the follow. Physics is the name I see. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Judge Lane, about this time is whenever a meat wagon would arrive to pick up the remains of Kitty, and another wagon would come to pick up Rinaldi and Geller. So you may continue your investigation.
Judges, I found this wrapper here in the vehicle, and it might give us an idea of where one of these Jimpers are from. Did I understand that correctly when you said that?
Yes. Okay. The block is going to be the Russell Crowe block.
It's good to know, Judge Luna. Maybe that's something we can follow up on later. Should we continue into the building? You may want to retrieve your day stick from the door.
I see that. I know where my day stick is. Thank you, Judge.
What's the time frame on that one? I'm marking that one down for a follow-up.
All right, so I go back up to the door after I was kindly reminded to get my day stick that I remember placing in the doorway and pull it out. Giggity.
So Jacob and Cheryl are hanging out right behind the door, and they're both wide eyes, kind of like looking around and like, oh my gosh, what's going on? There's a dead body out there.
Is there any kind of a sheet or a blanket inside this jalopy of a vehicle that we can cover this dead Jimper with?
No, the H-Wagon's here to get her.
Oh, shit, they are? Okay.
Meat wagon. H-Wagon's the flying vehicle.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said that. That's what I said.
That's what you said. That's what you said. I'm sorry.
Reverse. Hold on. Reverse that. Let's start it over. The meat wagon's coming to get her.
There you go. Good job.
Okay, I was just trying to cover her up so these people weren't going to take pictures and post them on their
equivalent of
social. Yeah.
The equivalent of Instagram in the
Mega Book
2099 Mega Book. Yes. I love it.
I mean, this whole incident was probably filmed anyway.
Yeah. So the door's open, right? And you can see that Cheryl and Jacob, both very well dressed individuals, are kind of waiting there, and they are like very shocked. They're not reacting the same way that Monica did. Monica is still looking out of the window, probably crying about her car. So
I open the doors quickly, as opposed to slowly.
Okay, you quickly open the door.
I go in the building.
So Cheryl says, I need a voice.
There it is.
Judge, how can I help you?
Hello, citizen. My name is Judge Luna. I'm here with other judges, Judge Null and Judge Helix. We are here on official investigation. I apologize for the disruption out in the parking lot.
Did you kill somebody?
I'll need you to focus here. Someone did happen to lose their life in this situation.
Oh my gosh!
They're Jimpers. So, ma'am, I need you to find me who's in charge of this building.
Well, that's an interesting question, Judge. I mean, our assistant manager of distribution is here, and then we have our he's not the CEO, he's the CFO of Broiler Munce. He's actually still here, surprisingly.
And what's Monica's title?
She is the assistant manager of distribution.
Okay. So I need to be talking to the CFO.
Okay, I can take you over there. If you give me a minute, I'll actually contact his personal assistant. If you could just wait here a moment.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your time, citizen.
Helix, are you coming in?
Yes.
Okay.
I just had to check my ammunition stores.
Okay. So Cheryl kind of walks away, and she pulls out a headset, puts it back on, and she makes a quick call. And then, it's a few minutes later, you can hear clicking, like very rapid clicking. Clack, 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 clack. Heels. Yep. Coming very rapidly down the hall. And there's a very, very well-dressed woman, a very attractive woman who looks like she's had work done, right? But given the year, it's obvious and yet not obvious, right? It would be like if somebody was trying to make it look as if they were born gorgeous, and they were able to kind of pull that off. She's a very attractive individual, and she quickly approaches.
Hello, Judge. What can I do for you?
I feel like saxophones are playing a very seductive song in the background as she strolls up. More of like a Jessica Rabbit.
Like Kenny G music.
Yeah, Kenny G. Yeah, that'll definitely get the old juices going.
Let's get it on.
Oh, my. Good evening, citizen. My name is Judge Luna. This is Judge Null and Judge Helix.
Hi, Judge Luna. Judge Helix, Judge Null. What can I do for you?
Can you please take us to who's in charge here?
Well, the CFO is here if you would like me to take you to him.
Please.
Yes, Mr. Yamasoto is in his office and he is waiting to meet you. If you would please follow me.
So she starts to lead the way. You pass by a couple of cubicle sets. The one to the north is very, very, very strange as you go by. There are exact copies of what look to be the same exact person in each one of the cubicles, just clacking away. Like, I mean, it's insane how fast they're moving, but it's exact duplicates of one another. The ones to the south are empty, and she just continues to lead you on.
Do you mostly employ robots here?
We try to keep our office workers as robotic as possible in order to minimize any type of errors that occur. Now, our management, on the other hand, is generally human. We do have a droid that kind of oversees things with them to ensure that mistakes aren't made. But for the most part, we do use humans when it comes to... I'm going to
stand here at this corner till Luna catches up.
Oops. I was just watching.
Is everything okay, judges? Am I moving too fast? I'm sorry. I saw that there was a big commotion outside, and I'm very sorry for that. Were those judges... What happened?
It's your police business. No, judge business, excuse me.
Well, I mean, this did happen on our grounds.
Well, we'll talk to the person above you. Thank you for your time.
Okay, well, please continue to follow me. Let's see. And if you excuse me for just a minute, and
she reaches up and punches in a passcode. The door's open.
If you follow me this way, judges, the top office here is both where I work and Mr. Yamasoto is as well. Mr. Yamasoto?
Come in.
Mr. Yamasoto, these judges have made a request to speak with you. I was alerted by Cheryl. If you would be so kind as to seat them.
Yes. Please get to refreshment for our friends here.
Of course, Mr. Yamasoto. Please excuse me.
And she heads out, and she said, Yamasoto is like, please have a seat.
I'll sit down if there's 3 chairs available.
There is. I know there's only 2. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's fine.
Would it be, can I make a knowledge check or whatever to see if it'd be disrespectful for me to stand by the door?
No.
I'm just going to stand. Okay. Well, I'm going to stand by the door.
Okay.
No.
I'm just...
What is the answer to which of those questions? You'll never know.
I'm just going to stand by the door then and just make sure nobody comes in through this door that shouldn't be coming in through the door.
I'm Judge Null, and this is Judges Luna and Steele. We're here for an investigation.
Judge Luna, Judge Steele, nice to meet both of you. Judge Null, nice to meet you as well.
You had 3 Jimps outside of the front of your building just now. They were ordered to take care of anyone that wanted to come inside. Could you tell me anything about that?
I have no knowledge of the incident that you're referring to. I would be remiss if I said that I keep track of most of the goings on here. Most of my work is dealing with the finances, which takes a lot of my time. You'll excuse me if I don't keep track of all of the nitty gritty here. We have droids that do that, and I have lower managers that do that. I was informed that there was judges on the grounds by the droid at the front, but that was it. I had no idea what the judges were here for.
Were you notified once or twice about judges being here?
I was informed the first time when the judges arrived originally, and then I was informed that more judges had arrived.
Very good.
So you wouldn't have any happen to know of any reason that criminal activity would be taking place on these premises?
On these premises, absolutely not. I know that the Flaview-like company has said several times that we have committed espionage and other types of industrial issues with them. We have never done any of that. They have gotten themselves in so deep that they will say anything to cover it up.
Judge Luna, did you happen to say anything about Flaview-like? Because I did not.
Can't say that I did.
You don't need to, Judge. I know what brings judges over here. You would not be the first judges who came here because of something that woman over at Flaview-like said. She has the ear of another judge and is constantly bothering us.
Tell us more.
There's a woman over there who works in the research. Her name is Dr. Chin. I've had a personal interaction with her, and I thought that perhaps we could work together in order to provide the best of the best to the citizenry and both make many credits. But not only did the woman refuse me, but she sent her little judge dog over here in order to say that we were committing espionage, that we were harassing them. Never was a clue found that linked us to them. She's simply using her judge friend in order to make a case against us and push us out of business.
What judge do you speak of?
I don't know her name, but is a female.
You have a very high-pitched voice that just it stabs at your soul.
She reminded me of our assistant manager of distribution, Monica. Yes,
yeah.
They're very similar to one another.
I think he speaks of Judge Lane. Judge No.
And do you have any proof yourself of your accusations?
Judge, I do not try to get a case put on them. I'm a businessman. I do not involve law. You all are very busy with murderers and contraband and all of these other things that bring the citizenry down. I am simply trying to make credits. I don't care about using judges as a weapon against my competitor. So these accusations that you're saying, they're not accusations. I am simply telling you the way things are.
Do you happen to have any video footage of this judge threatening you or your employees?
Judge, please understand that she did not threaten us. She simply came into here and she started to try and look for clues that we were committing espionage, that we were breaking food production protocols. She was not threatening us.
I'm going to turn to Judge Luna, see if he's got anything to say.
Judges? Excuse me, may I come in?
Come on in.
Oh, thank you. I've actually brought fresh cups of Recaf. It's the new flavor that's out since Recaf was actually eliminated because it was found to have caffeine in it. Can you believe that? Oh, wow. It was so funny that happened.
thank you for your generosity.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll take the drinks from her and gently push her out and shut the door.
Judge, if you don't mind, I would prefer to sit at my desk. My desk is right over here.
I'm okay with it.
I was waiting for you to respond.
I was waiting for her to check if her guns or something.
Thank you, Judge. It is such a privilege to be around such magnificent individuals.
Citizen, please keep your comments to yourself as we continue to
sorry,
discuss.
you just...
No more.
I'm sorry.
Celine, that is enough. Judges, please, what else can I help you with?
How many times has Judge Lane been on your premises?
3 times.
3 separate occasions?
Yes. If
Always
that is
for the same thing?
I'm sorry, if that is the woman that you're referring to. I have only witnessed her here once. The CEO and one of the other assistant managers told me about her being here.
Have you noticed, or any of your... Have you noticed any... have you been getting...
Are you okay, Judge?
I have a
is the
cough.
recap too, is the recap too hot?
It was a little hot. Has anyone complained about your systems functioning abnormally?
No, we have had no issue with any of our electronical systems. All of our droids are checked daily, as well as our computer systems backed up and checked over. We have had no issues. Nothing's
Changed after each visit?
No, nothing has changed after any of the visits. It is one of the reasons why I have never filed a complaint is at its worst is a nuisance. The judges come in, we respect the judges, we allow them to do their work, but they slow down the production and they slow down the work for the day, and it just causes more disruption than anything. It's not an issue, if you understand my meaning.
Do you know anything about Flavor Lake's newest flavor?
As he says that, I slowly bring out my birdie and keep it low and out of sight.
Yeah. Everything that he's been saying has been accurate. He even afterwards. This is a very stand-up by you. All three of you get this kind of gut feeling that he is an individual who speaks his mind, says what's going on, isn't lying. He looks like one of those individuals that if they lied, they would turn red. It's like your brain is enough of a birdie. But I respect you keeping it out. That's what a judge would do. So, sorry, Null, I think you were going to say something, or Helix was one of the two.
He seems like he's got a lot of integrity.
Yes.
Have there been any other criminal activities on these premises?
We have.
I mean, outside, have you noticed any other people trying to break in or cause any trouble around here?
I would like to go back to a question that one of you asked before. You'll excuse me. We had heard that Flavor Lake was developing a new flavor. The situation that's involved with that was very strange as well. Apparently, they kind of shut down all of their communication with everybody outside about we are businesses. We keep track of one another. We talk to one another, even if we hate one another, because it's always better to keep your enemy close. And in response to your other questions, we did have one attempted break-in. We did not need the judges to report for that. Our security robots were able to apprehend the individual and turn them over to the proper authorities. And then we have our usual bit of crime that happens around here. Things going missing from the locker rooms. Nothing to do with any of our systems or any of our factories. You will notice that this is the corporate headquarters here.
Was there any information about what the intention of the break-in was for?
No, it happened late at night. They tried the front door, which they must have been on something, because only an idiot would try the front door. And then that is whenever our droids responded and apprehended him before he was even able to get into the building.
Citizen Yamasoto, I have a question.
Yes, Judge.
Outside of the 3 judges today, have you noticed any other judge activity outside of Judge Lane as well?
No. There has been a rumor, although Celine might be able to tell you more because I am always busy whenever I am here. But there has been rumor that a car or two has been pulled over, and the activity from the judges were very odd. I have never seen a judge take graft before, and apparently there was several that, or at least one other incident that I know of that this happened.
Take graft?
Graft.
Okay. And
you know what I mean, right?
Today, yeah, like a bribe, right?
Yep.
And then, Citizen, the 3 judges that were here today, has there been anything, any activity or any large event that's occurring within the Broiler Munce that would prompt the need for 3 judges? Anything abnormal today outside of a normal day prior to the 3 judges arriving?
No, in fact, I was getting ready to leave. At night, we have a tendency to keep the minimum staff here. That helps with security protocol. But I was just getting ready to leave, to be honest.
I have no further questions, judges. Do you?
Out of character, what was it that Celine saw that he didn't or knows of?
He said that she would be more likely to know gossip, essentially.
She's a water cooler bandit.
Yep.
I have no further questions, Citizen Yamasoto. And if Citizen Celine would be so kind to escort us out of the building.
Of course. Judges, is there anything else that I can help you with?
Do you have a number that we could contact you at if we have further questions?
Absolutely. He reaches into his desk and he pulls out a card, a business card that's, futuristic. It has, like you can just scan it and it'll call him.
All right. I go ahead and do the scene from American Psycho where I stare at the business card and...
And then you go and try and do CPR on somebody and accidentally kill them again?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to thank him for his time and his honesty, and I'm going to step out into the hallway.
Of course, Judge. It is always a pleasure to speak with judges who are not here to try and undermine our business.
After you, Citizen Celine.
As they're coming out, I'm going to sort of whisper to Null, it's lucky we arrived when we did, because they may have been waiting for Yamasato to leave the premises and take him into custody and kidnap him or something.
We should follow up on this case with Judge Lane.
Ooh. Thank you, Judge Luna. I appreciate you letting me go first. You are such a nice individual, such a gentleman in such an age. Thank you. If you would all follow me, I'll lead you out.
As we're walking, I am trying to butter her up a little bit. Your hair looks great today.
Oh my gosh, I just had it done. You are such a sweetheart. Oh my God. I didn't think judges, I thought judges were just always so mean. You guys are so handsome all the time, and yet so mean, but you are just so nice. Judge Luna, I will never forget you.
Did you get your outfit from Saks 12th Avenue?
Oh,
we're taking a different way out of here than when we came in.
I know.
Okay.
We have 2 doors that go into here. Jeez. Gosh.
Just making an observation, ma'am.
This is a new dress. Mr. Yamasoto is so kind and generous whenever it comes to buying new clothes. He's so great. I love him.
Citizen Celine.
Yes, Judge Luna.
During your very hard work here at the Broiler Munce, have you noticed any good gossip? I love gossip.
Oh my gosh, Judge. Yes. Hold on. Come over here. Come with me. Hold on. There's an area over here where there's no cameras. Just follow me. So all the cameras, they point towards the front, and there's a microphone up there. There's not one back here. I can tell you everything right here.
Oh.
Hold on. I got to stop being weird for a minute. That's my dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. I'm not.
What a good time. So this is what your son does.
This is what your son does.
Lives vicariously through female characters.
I do. It's okay. So yes, there was a lot of gossip around here. Apparently, there's been these guys and these girls who dress up like you, and then they rob people as they come out of here. A lot of people, they said, if they end up taking a right at these two places, that instead of going left, that's where they would always catch them. And it's crazy, right? Like judges were stealing from citizens. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's crazy. It would be a good episode for a soap opera.
I know. And then, there's also word that you can't tell anyone I told you this, okay?
I look around playing the game.
That the people over at Flavy they're involved with the mob.
Wow, that's a pretty heavy accusation.
Yeah, no, so I know you're not from around here, but there's another place. There's a restaurant. Is
it called Garino's?
Oh my gosh, yes! Yes,
it's like my favorite restaurant.
Oh my gosh, you go there? I've been there before. It was the best. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Mr. Yamasoto took me there, and apparently that there's some of the Flavy guys go there and meet with people. Can you believe that?
Crime is thick in the Mega City 1. It's a good thing those big, strong judges that keep the law and order.
I know, Josh. You are so big and strong.
Well, thank you, Citizen Celine. I appreciate your gossip.
Now, remember, you didn't hear that from me, okay?
I don't think I heard anything.
Oh, you.
So Celine continues to take you out. Yep, we're done with that part, Dad. It's okay.
I slowly trail behind, and as we're doing that, I get on my comms, talk to my boys, judges. We got some information from Miss Celine that might prove pertinent as I can update you as soon as we leave the building.
I'm just going to give a slight nod.
Yep. Understood.
Are you guys okay back there? Okay, thank you. I can't leave anyone just hanging around here. I have to go. I have to keep an eye on you. You know what I mean?
I think Luna dropped something back there. He had to stop and pick it up.
Ooh.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Jacob.
Celine, good to see you.
Okay, judges. Well, it looks like everything's cleared up out there. I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope you find luck with your investigation.
Citizen Celine, one last thing. May I speak with Monica, please?
Ugh, you want to speak to her?
I don't, but it's necessary.
Okay. Hold on.
She gets on a headset, and as soon as she makes the call, she's clicking away on her heels. Oh man, what voice did I use for her?
Whatever you have labeled Karen haircut.
I think it was Celeste.
It definitely wasn't Central.
Oh.
What can I do for you?
Citizen Monica, be advised we have notified the department regarding the damage to your vehicle and will be handled. I just wanted to let you know. I have nothing further.
Ugh, I hope that they fix it quick. I can't believe you guys are such terrible shots. No, I'm talking to you. Come back here. I'm not done talking to you. Excuse me. Come back here. I cannot believe that you guys are such
You're
terrible
entering a crime
shots.
scene.
You
please
shot
back in
my
the building.
car.
Thank you for your time, citizen.
It's like, let's get on the bikes quick.
I'm gonna take my law rod, put it in the law master's holster.
Okay, so no problem. You're able to load up and head on out. So
Good.
at this point, we're reaching the 2 hour mark. Again, I like to keep it at 2 hours. So I think that is where we'll call it, unless there's something else you guys want to do. We will be, for those who are viewing, we will be doing a raid immediately after this. Judge Naw, while we're finishing up talking, if you wouldn't mind finding a place that we can raid. Also, if while you're looking, see if Mini Terrain is streaming right now. Maybe we can raid them. We've raided them before. I don't think they are, but just in case, if you wouldn't mind looking, is there anything else that you judges want to do?
I was going to call Central and ask for some stuff, but if
no, please, no. Let's finish that up so that you're. We're at the 2 hour mark. I don't want to go much further than this. So okay. Absolutely, that's
unless I'm able to just pull up case files myself. I just want to get information on the case that Judge Lane was working involving.
So, you try to pull that up on your Lawmaster. It comes up pretty readily. Apparently, it was done as an investigation to, how do I want to say this? It's an investigation. Oh, is red. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in, Mark. I appreciate it. So it comes up and it basically says that several times. That complaints have been made that Broiler Munce is doing industrial espionage, that they're sabotaging. And basically what it kind of boils down to is that Lane wrote into there that there is no evidence that this is going on, that every time that they show up, it's simply a courtesy to kind of dot the I's and cross the T's.
Okay. So no physical evidence at all.
No, it's always hearsay, and it's noted in the files that if anything comes up with Flavie-like, to contact Judge Lane, and she has contacts within the company to handle business, work with them, basically, kind of as a point of contact.
Okay, I'm going to send that over to the other judges, law masters, and.
Okay.
Over the radio, you'll hear me come on and say, judges, you might want to check this out. But that's all I really wanted. It was to get that information while I was thinking about it.
Okay. While we were there, as you did that, I also updated the rest of them regarding the gossip.
Ooh. There we go. Okay. So, anything else, Judge Helix, that you wanted to do before I end up closing things up and doing a raid?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So at this point in time, we're going to be doing a raid, but before we do that, I do want to mention again that there is a virtual con going on this weekend. It's basically being put on by, they're calling it AtCon. It's by, I lost their name. Absolute Tabletop. There we go. And it's being supported by Mini Terrain Domain. This is their Discord. The website will be updated here very soon. It's this one. It's not quite up yet. They're still working on a program, but there's going to be several panels that are going on, and there are going to be several games running. Whenever we aren't running a game, we'll be hosting them. So you're free to check out our Twitch site as well. And, as always, from Tabletop Anthologies, we appreciate you stopping in, watching our stream. Hang around, please, for a raid. And stay safe, citizens. We'll see you out on the streets.